Hello and welcome to the Exam Prep Bootcamp for Ethics and Professional Practice, which is our first module. So mostly everybody do it at the first number. Okay, because this is the easiest one and this one has the basic information about our next modules too. So in this video I'll be giving you some examples, like some example questions. I'll be doing some flashcards. Also, I'll give you some tips about the questions, how you can save some time, and how you can read the questions properly. Okay, so before I start with flashcards, or the questions, I'll give you some tips. So the tips would be: first thing, the questions in the ethics exam we have is 25 questions. Okay, so all the questions are multiple choice, and you will be having 75 minutes to do the exam.
Okay, and in those 75 minutes you need to get 60% of the questions right. So if you get 60% or above you will be passed in this exam. Okay, and the tip would be that when you read the question, read the last line of the question first. Okay, why is that? Because when you read the last line of the question first, it will be actually giving you the proper information, like what they're actually asking you.
Okay, so that's why read the last line of the question first, and then go to the story. And sometimes when you read the last line, you don't even have to go and read the story. You could just keep the answer from there. And the time that you will be saving on that question, you can use that on the next question. Okay. And the next steps I'll keep on giving you will go into the questions. But before the questions, let's do some flashcards. So make sure you remember all these points. And we have done this in the class actually. So if you have done the full class, so you should know all these points.
Okay. So the first is with reference to insurance, what law takes precedence over the other laws, so everything that we have, like all the rules and everything that is written somewhere. Okay. So we have Canadian Constitution, we have common law, we have insurance law. Okay. But which one is at the top? At the top is the Canadian Constitution.
Okay. So the other laws they comes under. So if somebody finds out that something is not right, and the Canadian Constitution tells them what to do, so they will have to follow that. Okay. So the topmost law that we have. Second one is what is the minimum age to purchase own life insurance. Okay. So that is age 16. And mostly people forget this, because people think that mostly the age is 18 to enter into any contract. Okay. Like life insurance is also a contract. But to enter into this one, the person should be 16 here. So anybody who's 16 or above, they can purchase their own life insurance. Okay. So if we go to the next one, which is how is one state distributed if one died in test state.
Now to answer this, you should know what is intestate state means. Interstate means the person died without a bill. Okay. The other opposite of this is test state. Now that one would be easy if somebody dies with a bill. So we know the person has a bill, then according to the bill, everything, all the restate will be divided.
But in this one, it will be divided according to the provincial rules of interstate. Okay. So in whichever province the person lives, okay, the provincial rules of that province, according to those the person's estate will be divided. All right. But not the life insurance. Now this is sometimes we get confused on this kind of questions. Okay. If somebody have a life insurance, the life insurance beneficiary, is it going to be with the insurance company? So we don't need a goal to write on beneficiary for life insurance. But for the other things, we need to have a bill. Okay. Next one is what is the difference between the Privacy Act and PPETA. So this one, I hope you remember, and you should remember that we have done in the class.
These are a couple of acts, legislations that we have, which control the privacy of people. Okay. But what is the difference between these two? The Privacy Act is for the federal government and the agencies that how they keep the personal information of people safe. Okay. PIPETA, which is Personal Information Protection and Electronic Documents Act. This one is for businesses.